So when we get to the interview room, the first thing they had me do was read my rights to myself and then sign off that I read and understand my rights. A detective turns over a picture of a guy inside Shinola and he's like, "So that's not you?" I look, I said, "No, that's not me." He turns another paper over, he said, "I guess that's not you either." I picked that paper up and hold it next to my face. And I said, "This is not me." I was like, "I hope y'all don't think all black people look alike." And then he says, "The computer says it's you." Your nose is red and your lips is red. Say ah. You got a tooth coming in.
No.
Yeah, you do. Your tooth tastes like pineapples.
I am not a pineapple.
At that time, no. I didn't know that they used any type of facial recognition or anything like that until talking with the detectives who showed me that that's what they used to apprehend me, if that's the right word. In the morning, everybody gets dressed, everybody gets ready. Lissa leaves and takes Rosie to my mother-in-law's. And then I drop Juju off to school. It's just a boring Thursday, right? We're on the phone with Lissa around 4. So then my line clicks. I click over. I'm like, "Hello." The guy's talking like he knows me. He's Robert. And I'm like, "Who is this?" "You need to come down and turn yourself in." "Who is this?" "Officer, somebody from the 3rd precinct. And I need to turn myself in for what?" So he's like, "I can't tell you that." I'm like, "Then I can't come down." "Well, if you come down, it'll be much easier on you. You don't want us to come out to your job, do you?" At this point, I think it's a prank call. So I'm like, "Look, man, if you want me, come get me. I'll be at home. Bring a warrant." And I hang up on him.
My mom got home with Rosie and we were walking through, and as I was walking through, I looked out and the cop car was outside, and I said, "Oh, so it wasn't a prank call. There really are people here." They came to the door. I answered it, and they kind of stuck their foot in the door and said, "Send Robert out." And I said, "He's not here." And they said, "We just saw him come out of that van." And I said, "That was my mom. He's not here."
I'm just like, this will probably be over when I get there. It's got to be a mistaken identity or something. I don't know why Detroit police are at my house in Farmington Hills. I pull in the driveway here, pull up in my regular spot, hop out. By the time I close the door, the car is in the driveway blocking me in. And they park this way, across my driveway, as if I'm gonna back out or something and try to take off.
As soon as he shut the door, they were right on him. And I was in here still because I had the girls. And I tried to tell Julia to wait here and Rosie to wait here while I was gonna go outside. And of course they didn't want to do that because they were confused. They could tell something was not right. And they were already starting to cuff him by the time we get out there.
I was completely shocked and stunned to be arrested in broad daylight in front of my daughter, in front of my wife, in front of my neighbors. I can't really put it into words. It was one of the most shocking things I ever had happen to me.
He could have been killed if he would have resisted, being a black man, being arrested, or having any encounter with the police. It could go badly. And, that is something that we worry about in the black family when someone has an encounter with the police.
Some detectives came to see me. They took me out of the cell and to an interview room, and then they was like, "Would you like to make a statement?" And I'm like, "I don't even know what's going on." Guy says, "If you don't sign off saying that you want to make a statement, we can't give you any information." So I signed to say I'm gonna make a statement. He laid the papers out on the table, and at that time I was still guilty in their eyes. until the pictures don't match. And they left them on the table and they looked at each other like, oops. It says this is used only for investigative purposes and not to arrest.
I already have a rose.
You're the rosebud. Oh no, Rose, you taste like chicken.
I taste like pineapple.
Hey, Julia. Julia, do you know why Daddy got arrested?
Because I looked that up on the computer.
Remember that when we was outside? I said they made a mistake and I'll be right back. I wasn't right back, though, was I?
We didn't think this could happen. We didn't think it was a thing. Even with me following the facial recognition news and how it was being used, I didn't ever expect the police to show up at our doorstep and arrest my husband. So I just feel like other people should know that it can happen and it did happen and it shouldn't happen.
If he'd have just brought the picture with him, he could have looked it up and down and he could have left and said, oh, my bad. I didn't mean to bother you.
To have my girls out there and seeing that was, their first interaction with the police, and for that to be what it was, to them taking their dad, like, we're always going to wonder now, how much did this affect them? How much do they think about it? How much have they told their friends, their teacher? Like, I don't know what's happening in the 5-year-old mind or the 2-year-old mind, what they saw and how they're processing it.
I don't even know what it's worth to not be arrested in front of your children. Like, what's that worth to you?
It's already done. The damage is already done with my family, how it ever affected my girls. I like to think my husband's a strong person, but nobody should want to go sit in a detention center for however 30 hours, whatever it was.
They need to get their evidence right before they come and arresting anyone. Black, white, brown, red, just anyone. But they really need to get their evidence right as far as the false facial recognition, because someone could be locked up or hurt or killed that's innocent.
Line them up. Bang, bang, bang. There you go. Get up. They just pulling pictures from everywhere, matching you up from anywhere from social media to, I guess if you're in the background of a picture and it's a clear picture of you, they can use that. And it obviously doesn't work.